right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Lions at 1-14 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Levis from the gun.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Levis back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here?
Now Hooker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Back to the air on second down. Levis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Levis.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Rolling to his right.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Taken down that time by Felix Anudike-Uzomah from the 47. It's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing. Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On second down, this is Madison. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short. It's Levis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Levis now off of play action.
On the move to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Levis to throw off play action. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Forced out to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, it's Levis.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
Whoa! It still won't go down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Levis to throw it. That's complete to Dell.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And Levis going back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And he wisely will throw that one away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
On first down, Levis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Levis throwing again on second down. That is caught by Dell. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Take Dell, 75 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground with a tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
76 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Levis.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis. They're going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Levis out of the shotgun now. They'll get this to Nwangu.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first down. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Will Levis
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd and 10. All play action. Here's Hooker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But an extra in his repertoire.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I've been playing Madden. What's happening? I heard bro, I just go on Twitter.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock.
I go on Twitter and I see something Turner. What did Turner do?
That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there.
There it is.
It's second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football.
Yeah, kick.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
All right, that's the game. I clinched the playoffs in this franchise league.
Ninth play of the drive. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
But where can I find it?
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching EASports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
League.